name is Debola Aino. I'm a relationship, marriage counselor, coach, therapist, whichever name you want to put in front. I'm concerned as a guidance counselor to various schools. There's a lot I have seen, there's a lot that has happened, and I'm concerned about it, and that's why we do a bit of video, let people know what because these days now people are so busy, so they don't know. Parents are busy, teachers are busy. Unfortunately, schools these days only very few take our time to talk about these issues. I've between Ifoma and Dauda, they had sex together at the age of 13 because Dauda went to when Dauda, the boyfriend of Ifoma, challenged Ifoma, telling Ifoma that what's happening now? We are boyfriend and girlfriend for some years now. We have not done it today. And Ifoma asks, "Don't do what? Do this thing now." I say, "Do what now?" Nah, we they do one now. I say, "No, we're not doing it now. There should be have sex now." And someone say, sex care. No, I said, then the other say, you be small picking. Everybody do one now. We don't old now. And they fear any. I don't fear. I know they fear anything now. And then for the first time in Informer's life, as ignorant as she was then, she had sex with Dauda. Unfortunately, the sex she had with Dauda led to sex because nobody told her about sex. Nobody told her. And these days, most parents are guilty of this, and that's why you see, because those days before you reach puberty stage, it takes a bit of time. Now it has we see a 10, 11, 12-year-old girl, boy, already reached puberty stage, and that's why the rate of pregnancy these days has gone high. 12-year-old, 13-year-old can get pregnant, and that's the truth. Not I wasn't told, I have seen it happened. And unfortunately, in this part of the world, it's so easy for you to get pregnant because there's so much abandonment by the parents, there's so much abandonment by the authority, there's so much abandonment by the school, by church, by anyone. And unfortunately, traditions does not even help the situation. In this part of my world, anything you get pregnant, like they say, I go to your husband's house, even without paying the normal thing. So sex education is important. Why is it important for you to sit down with your child, boy child, girl child, every now and then? When you don't educate them, when you don't inform them, when you don't train them, when they are not told, when they don't learn, they abuse these things. They are ignorant of these things, and whatever you are ignorant of, you will abuse it. You will pay dearly for it because there are consequences. And that's why the rates of pregnant young people, pregnant teens, pregnant teenagers is increasing because there's so much irresponsible parents out there. They're not telling their children, they're not telling their boys, they're not telling their girls how. Unfortunately, apart from this pregnancy issue, there's a lot of rape by individuals. They are things. I'm not talking about adult now because they're adult rape. I'm talking about even with their own age mate, and they don't know about these things. May I say, sex going beyond penetration between the penis and the vagina. Sometimes they are touching themselves and then they disvirgin themselves, and you don't even know about these things because we have irresponsible parents out there. It's so disturbing these days. Young girls that are not up to 18, they're already having sex because there's so many abandonment by parents, by guardian. They're the one fending for themselves. Check most of the girls that are prostituting around, most of the boys that are fraudulently people around, Yahoo boys around, they are young boys that have not been told what they need to do. Or there are young boys, young girls that are the one fending for themselves. As a matter of fact, some of them even that the one taking care of their parents through prostitution, through drugs, through fraudulent acts. So sex education is important. What is sex education? There's no big deal there. You don't need to go to school for it. Sit your child down. You have gone through some experience. Sit your child down. Tell him the importance of sex, why sex is important, the things he or she needs to do, the parts of the body that are important. Why do you see girls these days, they are always half naked, and nobody those days you dare not dress anyhow. These days become a normal thing. They are half naked, they dress anyhow, and nobody can do anything about it. Sometimes people like us call them, there's a little to which you can do. As a guidance counselor, there's a little to which you can do. As a matter of fact, I had an experience years ago where I even sent the child home, that the parent had the effrontery to come back to school and begin to challenge the school authority. Say, who is that person that said? Later they told me, when I got to school, I sent the child back again to go and call the parents. And unfortunately, the parents of the child knows me very well. So when he saw me, say, she couldn't say anything. So you as a parent, there's a need for you to put your foot on ground. Amigo, come listen. Many parents are playing with their night time. They call it night season. Night season is a time whereby you cannot struggle, you cannot fend for yourself, cannot take care of yourself. Your children are the ones who are supposed to be taking care of you. Not that you are depending on them, but at least they should be doing something for you. But if you are not doing your homework now, if you're not training them down now, what does the Bible say? The Bible says, train up a child the way he should go. When he grows up, you not. The word training means educate, teach, discipline. There are things you need to teach them. So when it comes to sex, tell them why sex is important, why in timely sex. And as a child of God, you are not supposed to have premarital sex. Coincidentally, we have a platform called the Spirit Cocoa that we are talking about the implications of all these things. Implication of premarital sex, is it right or wrong? Somebody has not paid your dowry, they have not paid your bride price, and you're already having sex with the person. Is it right or wrong? Some haven't got to the extent of sleeping together, camping together, staying under one roof, calling them Yalagbaja, Balagbaja. Nothing has been paid. There was no consent on behalf of the girl. So, okay, we are giving our daughter to you. Because as far as I'm concerned, it's not about money. The people have monetized everything. It's dowry, all those things. It's not really about consent. Say, we are releasing our daughter to you. Yet you are staying under. I think there's a situation I dealt with also. More than 10 years. And the girl came to was chatting me over and telling me that we have more than 10 years. How she's no fat, don't ask children already for the guy. But nothing has been done. And she's a child of over 10 years. And this did not start today. It started as early as childhood, teenage age. Because the parents were not responsible enough to teach them about sex education. About the part of your body. When you read, the only thing they teach us in school, puberty stage, which is science. More than that, sit your child down, sit your girl child down, sit your boy child down. To help your child as a girl, there are people she should not mingle with. There are dresses she should not put on. There are places she should not go. There are ways she should not sit down. You hear a lot of people say, they raped my child, and they need to blame the guy. To an extent, yes. But did you do your part? Why will your child go to uncle's house? To go and do what? Can't the uncle find another place everybody can be seen? And you are a Christian, you are a child of God. So please, try as much as possible, sit your boy. There's one category I call the mommy's boy. Some even teach their child to be a bad boy already. So how you teach, how you educate your children about sex goes a long way to help them in the future. There's a story also that I had that was involved also. The parents, Christian parents, were ignorant of what was happening under their roof. They have one boy. The boy was sleeping with the last born, and the elder sister gave consent to it. Till when she grew up, know herself, she refused it. Unfortunately, she started prostituting under the roof of a pastor and a pastor's wife. Unfortunately, the mother was not really around because she's always sick. But the father was there, spiritual. but failed as a father. That the girl in question started carrying married men that I know about. That she came to me, she was telling me this is what is happening to her, but this was happening when she was growing up as a teenager. So there's a lot that is happening under your roof as a man, as a father, as a mother. Sit your children down. I know a boy that is close to me also was sleeping with a cousin under the roof of their parents, and nothing is being done about it because the parents are, as far as I'm concerned, they are blinded to responsibility and forgetting that they need to create time for their children. We will give an account of our stewardship to God. So sex education is important to you as a parent. Even sex education is important. I remember in a school I was sharing about this sex education, and then the principal called me and said, no, this, I said, I don't understand. These children already know what I'm talking about. And if you don't teach them, if you don't inform them, if you don't educate them about these things, then we are looking for trouble tomorrow. And I was in trouble for saying that. So even in schools, even in our churches today, there's a need for the authority to teach them, for the teachers to teach these things, this teenager, about sex education, the importance, how their body works. All those things are important. Sex education is important to our young people. Please, it's important. Please help us share our content, help us share our materials, like all these things I'm talking about. All our platform, social media, Instagram, IG are on Oba Debola Praise. You can say Oba Debola Praise. I know it's still me. I am my glasses. There's no other person that you will see there. We have other programs that we do, the on-site, the online. I'm sure after this video you see a slide that you see becoming a partner, speak to a counselor, and all the other programs that we have for the rest of the year. Please join us. Go to Facebook, follow us on Facebook so you can get our content. On YouTube also, subscribe to our channel. On Instagram, do that also. All these things are free. Don't some people are bad, but let's say I know Debola now, familiarity. For the fact that these videos as content is blessing your life, help or share. It will not cost you anything. Be a covenant partner of ours. There's a lot we do outside of social media that people don't know about, and God did not permit us to blab them out on social media, and we need help. We are not a church. We have ministries to young people, ministries to people in a community. We're not called to urban setting, Lekki, Aja. God has not told us to go there. We are in a rural area that people need help. Apart from the programs that we organize, so please do support us. So I'm sure after this video, see our slide, see the bank details there that you can sow a seed into our ministry today. We have books that were published. We have our books on Okada books. We have our books on Amazon. Please sort out for those books. It will bless your life, for young people, for teens, for teenagers, for couples also. By His grace, this year also we are publishing 2 books. One is Spark Up, and the other Spark Up for couples, and the other one is Common Mistakes Singles Make. Please sort out for those books. God bless you in the name of Jesus. Thank you. Shalom.
Your mercies are new every morning. This is everlasting. This is never ending. Your covenant is sure. Your kingdom has no end. This is everlasting. Oba
aláàánú, Ọlọ́run ìyanu, ní gbogbo ọ̀nà ẹ ṣé o. Ọba aláàánú, Ọlọ́run ìyanu, ní gbogbo ọ̀nà ẹ ṣé o. You are word made flesh, manifest in our presence. Ní gbogbo ọ̀nà ẹ ṣé o. One who bore my iniquities, cross of Calvary pain for my sins. Ní gbogbo ọ̀nà ẹ ṣé o. Ọba aláàánú, Ọlọ́run ìyanu, ní gbogbo ọ̀nà ẹ ṣé o. Ọba aláàánú,